It was put here for a reason.
After the gunfire.
On this ground, in this area, is where they burned, here on this spot, 160 to 180 of the Texians that fought here during the Battle of the Alamo.
Over the Alamo.
It's important to me because of the defenders that died here.
But they died for a reason.
It's their memorial.
The God can only really know.
Second of all, it's been sitting here since 1930-something.
The spirit of Texas.
And it's been fine where it is since the 30s when they built it. There's absolutely no reason for them to move it. History's history, good or bad, doesn't matter. But history's history. It should be left here. It should never be touched. It should stay here for another 100 years.
I am very, very concerned that we're trying to rewrite history, that we are trying to alter the facts, and for us to play around with its history, for us to play around with the site, I think it speaks very poorly of today's leaders.
The spirit of Texas.
This is part of our history.
Was born in the Alamo.
This is part of our heart.
And it's contained right here.
This is where San Antonio was founded.
She's the soul of San Antonio.
It is the oldest unrestored stone church in the United States.
At 256 years old, Mission Concepcion has stood the test of time. And to keep her alive for 250 more, preservation projects are ongoing.
So it's the gravity that's pushing it out. If that were to continue over another 100 years, it would eventually go flat and fall in.
First up, securing the dome against the elements.
And this dome has been sitting here really unrestored.
Over the years, water has seeped in, damaging some of the plaster.
We're going to put a metal girdle around that so that it'll keep the structure secure.
Also ongoing, moving the AC system.
And that is just moisture seeping up into the rock.
That seeping moisture resulting in high humidity levels inside the church.
And that kind of deteriorates the mortar. It creates the plaster getting goopy and falling off.
And while preservation efforts continue, the church will remain closed. It's a community effort to save an iconic landmark.
Because they want to make sure you get it exactly right.
The heart of San Antonio.
Because the missions mean a lot to everyone.
So right here we have the priority annex. Busy. That's the best way to put it, busy.
This particular machine is what we call our automated parcel bundle sorter. They sort out to 132 bins. They process about 6,500 pieces to 7,000 pieces an hour. We're seeing approximately 200,000 packages a day for our machinable packages, and approximately 40,000 additional what we consider non-machinable packages. So about 240,000 a day.
This is where everybody's packages are coming and getting shipped in. As you can see, it's very, very busy back there, constantly moving. We're doing 13 billion pieces this year, which is so many. So just be patient with us. We are prepared to do as much as we can in everything. We want to get everything out, but that's just one of our biggest things, is we want to make sure that everything gets there safely and as quickly as possible. But like we said, everybody's ready. We're going to be able to try to help everybody as best that we can.
For Ed Novak, it's the most
See y'all later.
wonderful time of the year.
Oh, thank you.
And instead of jumping on his sleigh,
Ready?
jolly
Here we
old
go. Santa's on his way.
Mr. Ed is dashing through the streets of Schertz-Cibolo Universal City ISD.
I just like to be around people.
Novak has been driving this route for the last 5 years.
Good afternoon, guys. How are we?
And once a year, instead of going up on the rooftop,
Mr. Ed is like the only bus driver in the district that grows out his beard just to be Santa Claus.
Well, we're going to do some singing.
he just goes over the top
Feliz Navidad.
for these kids.
Feliz Navidad. So much goes on during Christmas for the kids. We need to have somebody that has a positive attitude at all times, morning and afternoon. And that's what I do. I try to let them know that everybody has a bad day, but let's just not have a bad day on our bus.
Well, Now you can say
He loves to get in the Christmas
because they love the Christmas cheer.
Wish you a Merry Christmas.
I think his favorite Christmas present is to see people smile.
And they're rocking around bus 162.
You better not cry.
I love him. He's like the best bus driver ever. He's so funny.
See you next year.
It's the last ride home of the year.
Well, see you in January.
And he's very important to all of us.
Y'all have a Merry Christmas. Those things make you feel good.
Vanessa Croy, KENS 5, Eyewitness News.
And it's good to make people feel good.
I know we could probably land airplanes. I love decorating, and this is the one chance that I get to do it big.
I like the orchestra lights.
A harmony of red, white, and green lights dances across this house in the Valley Forge subdivision.
They've put a lot of time and effort into decorating their house because there's so many things to see.
Most of the things back here are orphans. People put them on the curb because the lights don't work anymore.
Taking thrown-out decorations and giving them a new life. And all these twinkling lights and sparkling decorations have a special meaning this year.
That makes this Christmas special because he was pretty close to losing him.
Teresa and Scott Wood's son, Grant, has cerebral palsy.
He's definitely a handful. We're always in and out of hospitals, so...
He needs round-the-clock care, and a few months ago, they had quite a scare.
He had pneumonia really, really bad, collapsed lung and everything.
And this display,
It always made him happy.
a symbol of their happiness.
Like I say, we're all together.
We're all together, and that's the biggest thing.
And the joy
This is the perfect Christmas. We've got him with us.
they want to share with the world.
It's what the spirit of Christmas is about, bringing light and love to the world.